listeners, please be advised that the SonarFeed is a live broadcast and may not be suitable for all audiences.
Sign the contract! Sign the contract!
You are watching the SonarFeed with your host, Aaron Sonar Riley, Adam C. Smith, and Lee Rail. The SonarFeed comes to you live over Ustream from the Berliner Pub in Renton every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Previous episodes may be found online at www.sonarcast.com, on YouTube, or on iTunes. Now, without further delay, I give you the SonarFeed.
Good evening.
Hello! Hey, boys and girls.
How's everybody doing this evening?
I'm good.
Good, I am too. How's Adam doing?
I am feeling kind of poorly about some decisions I've made, but having a great day so far after that.
Excellent.
How's the herpes?
Almost gone.
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
So we have a huge show tonight. It has been one heck of a week.
Holy wow, huge week for us.
It's power
Huge
overload.
week. So lots of stuff going on, lots of good stuff going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into it. I am your intrepid host, Aaron Riley, a.k.a. Sonar Riley. To my right here is the wonderful, most amazing at Lee Rail, a.k.a. the Nut Juggler. And over here on my left is our other host. He's a gentleman and a fellow or something. Adam C. Smith, at Adam C. Smith on Twitter. So, Adam, what's going on in your mind right now?
Well, she won't get under me until I get over you, first of all. But we wanted to give a shout out, first of all, really quickly. I wanted to say something to Lucas Reif. LucasReif.com made an icon for my show, and we like people. He does logos from scratch to full web design, and I'm going to Twitter out his handle and all that stuff later. I'm going to hand it off.
Yeah, so that was, if you guys don't know, the Adam the Car Critic, which is another one of our little adventures here. This guy,
SonarCast.com.
SonarCast.com.
Shows Adam the Car Critic.
Lucas did this amazing comic image. He made him more of a comic than he already is.
I look better as a comic than I do.
You do, actually, I agree.
So,
Your jersey looks better too.
It does.
yeah, thanks for that.
Lee?
Oh, hey everybody. I'm coming off a spectacular weekend. Spent the weekend at the fair.
How much money did you spend?
I spent way more than I really needed to.
A family of four, less than $100 for the entrance, the parking, and food, and everything.
Yeah, I spent about 60, 65.
Okay.
For three people.
For three people.
What do you have to show for it?
I have a really nice cock ring.
Oh, that's for later. We're going to bring that up in later. The second.
Hey, there was a
NSFW, sir.
I didn't know it was that kind of fair. Yeah.
Off with his butt.
we preface the show every week.
Yeah, the preview says NSFW.
It does.
Now I feel like I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move along.
Okay, let's move right along. So,
Move along.
Kareem says he feels something every time he hears the Nut Juggler. No.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
All right. Anyways,
Kareem, you're a rock star, brother.
as you guys know, we did this last week. We're gonna do it for a couple more weeks because we're just making sure everyone's understanding everything. We still have rats.org. We're doing that for a lot more of our appearances and stuff. We're doing a Jingle Bell run. My wife is the captain. Actually, she just got her shirt, the captain shirt, for that. Because we're top 10 in the fundraising so far, so it's kind of cool.
Top 10.
Top 10.
Well, there's only 4 teams.
Oh, no, there's 8. There actually were 10 out of 9. But
Nice, outstanding.
and
Rats showing out always.
right behind us here, you can see the lighting is much better this week. We have a gentleman who continues to work with us for some unknown reason.
It's the free beer. It's the free beer.
His name is David Thorson, Thorson Studios. He's on our Facebook. We'll Twitter out again.
He does incredible work.
He helped us get these lighting this week, the new shot from last week, etc.
Basically, if you like any of the audio, the video look of this, it's
Like him on Facebook if you guys need some professional photography done. I don't know if he does weddings. You do weddings?
No, good. Weddings.
Thank God.
Smart man.
Virtual high five.
He is a wise man.
Anything other than weddings? Specialize in anything?
High school seniors.
High school I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, so he's great. You guys have seen him before, but I want to keep bringing him up because he does such a great job for us.
And he's awesome. So
SonarCast.com. We got a gentleman sitting off to the side here who I'm going to bring on in just a second. Chaz, you're going to come up first.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring him up. So whenever he's ready, have him come on in. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about SonarCast.com real quick. Obviously, we do the Sonar Feed. We do Adam the Car Critic.
Episode 5 just today.
Episode 5, which was pretty good. It was pretty funny, actually. Today was funny, I admit. It was also the first one I've ever watched. No, I'm just kidding. That was by far the funniest.
oh shit.
No, I'm kidding. I've watched them all.
Yeah, horseshoe.
I liked it. It was a good one today.
It was a good one.
It was a really good one.
I like how you had to throw Chevy Orange in there, though.
Thank you.
Yes. I thought that was really good.
That was pure love.
So, Lee and I are working on a couple of things behind the scenes. Adam and I are working on a couple of things behind the scenes, but it's basically our catch-all. So today you probably saw that we actually had some actual legitimacy. Something legitimate was actually posted for the first time on the website.
Not silliness like we do.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Like we actually had somebody really write for us.
Exactly. So I'm going to throw on here on the other shot here. Just 1 second.
Tiny increments of legitimacy.
Here we have.
Oh, there he is.
Two of our gentlemen. Yeah, if you guys can look at the blue dot, that's beautiful. Yeah, two of our gentlemen. We have Charles Chaz 4444.
He's on the right.
On the right, and then Kyle, which is Gervano. I'm sorry, he wants to be called Gervano. Gervin. I'm just kidding. Gervin.
Gervin Zero.
Tiefert.
FIFA. Sorry, I have a hard time saying it wrong.
I think Tiefert has a FIFA membership card, right?
He does.
Yeah.
He does, yeah. He has a FIFA membership card.
Kyle does the future for us. He is amazing. He's getting us, in just a little bit, we'll have Justin Solomon on, obviously on Skype in just a little bit. And Gervin has been wonderful for that. Yep. So thank you very much for that. And Charles today wrote for the Sonar Rumors, which is outstanding. So Charles, you want to say anything about your little endeavor here?
It's been something we've been kind of talking about for a while, that there's just not a great medium for, MLS, rumors, the idea that there's some Sounders rumor stuff you can catch, obviously on your local blogs and all that. But for us, we love to talk about it, and it's just fascinating for us. So even if anyone else gets a kick out of it, great. We'll try and keep you updated on that. Obviously the roster freeze deadline is going to be on Friday. So, beyond that, everything's going to get quiet. But, even going into the off season, we'll try and keep you updated. Keep you guys in the loop.
Right, exactly. And that's something that we've all talked about. And on this side, I'm going to go back here for a second. That's something that the three of us have talked about at length about this whole rumors thing and how there's kind of a vacuum right now. And a big vacuum right now.
It's one of the reasons we started it. It's thanks to you.
Right. And then going back here to these guys. Sorry.
And it was a really great write-up Chaz did on the end of the window for MLS. Because contracts lock at the end of the month.
End of the week.
End of the week.
Saturday.
So teams are locked going into the playoffs. So
Important time.
it's important time. So
yeah. Cool. So you'll be on the show in a couple of weeks here.
Recap how when things go down for the week, maybe.
Exactly.
Because even the stuff
Definitely at the playoffs.
even the stuff that we wrote about today, that's only the stuff that's happened the last week. So.
Exactly. So this is going to be a new feature. Well, it'll kind of, like you said, it'll kind of go dark for a little while, but we're going to bring it back as much as we can throughout the off season.
Right.
So
much like you've seen other feed things on the interwebs.
Yeah, perhaps the chat room just said legitimate. Am I missing something? Did we have 5 people sitting here? These two guys added about 89% of the legitimacy
Pretty much,
to the
yeah.
show.
So we just babble. We're babbling.
We're just ugly faces in front of the camera.
with good lighting.
We have awesome lighting.
Upgraded setup.
We have an upgraded setup.
So basically a cross between Quasimodo and the Elephant Man, but only the good parts.
Exactly. All right, that's it. Charles, thank you very much. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Thanks a lot.
It's in live color.
So now what we want to do,
Pay attention to the blue light.
we have another, yes, blue light. I got the blue light right there.
Yeah.
Well, we have one more thing we want to talk about.
Oh my.
You guys may have seen this today. There's this little thing called the King 5 Best Of. And this little funky little site, this little podcast, is in the top 10, as last time I checked, for the best local podcast.
9 weeks in.
9 weeks in.
there's another wonderful local podcast that we all love and we all follow.
We're going to actually throw it out there. Real professionals.
Yeah, Nos Arietes.
They are slightly
6 or 7 right now.
They are ahead of us.
And they will go rocket to the top. What we want to do is we want to get 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Or 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. We want to get Sounders Rally out there.
So, you can help us out and you can help Nos Arietes out. Go to...
They can only select one for the vote, technically.
You like us? Go to sonarcast.com, scroll down to the bottom in the middle of the page, you'll see a Vote For Us banner.
Yep.
Yes.
Click on it, vote for us, vote often, go to your mom, go to your dad,
Out
go to
of
your...
the country, in the country,
Whatever.
jail, prisons,
Whatever you can do for us, that would be great.
Right.
incarcerated.
And don't forget, I mean, we love Nos Arietes as well, so we definitely want to have them out there as well, because they're wonderful.
1 and 2. We want 1 and 2. And we've got some pretty stiff competition.
Gold and silver.
So,
We don't want any food ones beating us.
No.
yeah, no.
No, not at all.
Wow. So, throw it out there. Please vote often if you can.
Let's rock the
And
suburbs.
I want to say one thing before I go further.
Oh,
that
Jesus.
we are not losing the random, so don't worry. In the chat room, we're not losing the randomness. That's what we are.
No.
Oh, we're
What we're
completely
going to do
random.
is we're going to add more to it.
We're going to add more random. More random daily.
We're so random. Lee's wearing a horseshoe somewhere on his person.
It's about that big. It's
in my ass.
If that helps.
It's in my ass.
All right. So,
Lee went straight to the ass.
with that said, hang on tight for 1 second, boys and girls.
Alright, all you cool cats and kittens out there, the Sonar Feed is tracking back. This is The Week in Review.
Hello.
Oh, hey!
We're back. This is the Week in Review.
We have a huge week.
Behind the scenes guy. Yeah, we're going to squeeze a lot into a very short amount of time here. So, we're going to talk about, we had a local goalkeeper whose first name is Michael, his last name is unsaid.
It's like Gishburn.
Join us in the pub.
He did. He showed up Wednesday. He had a signing here in Renton at the landing, and he surprised us in the parking lot.
I would like to set this up because Lee actually, I think, got us on his radar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just pointing at Lee.
Yeah.
I know I look like him. And we were jealous because we were doing some work down here that we couldn't go see Michael over at Best Buy, I believe is where he was. We'll throw a free ad out for Best Buy.
AT&T. It was AT&T.
Oh, sorry, Best Buy. Fuck these people. Anyway, AT&T. And I was jealous, so I just said, hey, Michael, when you're done, why don't you come over to the Berliner? And we did. No way would you expect someone to just come sauntering over and all of a sudden out of nowhere. These two guys are facing me, and they're kind of looking over me all of a sudden. And I turn around and we're just like, holy crap, it's Michael G. And from there,
It was crazy.
we kicked out models. We took down cameras.
We actually did. We actually had a model here for us because we were actually doing some non-sonar feed work with the model,
Right.
and we actually told the model to go eat a sausage.
Hit the bricks, toots.
And we hung out with Michael for a long time.
We had dinner and he sat and we had way too much time. He gave us, told us great stories.
Dude, he's got the best stories ever.
He's the most. There's no more a genuine, funny, hilarious, life-loving person I have met in my life.
I agree.
I mean, crazy.
Yeah, he was. Lee and I have spent most of our time doing our other project, which you guys will see next week.
Yeah.
But
With hot girls.
With hot girls, yeah.
Yeah, I was with the hot guy.
Yeah, you were. But he signed everything for us. He did a wonderful job. I mean, it was amazing.
He signed his custom gloves, micro-shrunken gloves, and we have those for the Berliner.
Beautiful. It was a wonderful experience, though.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I love about the team so much. And you know, we went to the reserve game, which we'll talk about a little bit later. We went to the reserve game and they signed everything for us. It was amazing. My daughter got a sign. Ezra Hendrickson signed my daughter's scarf, and then after signing the scarf, I tweeted him, "Thank you." He responded. To me, it's just amazing. It's one of the things I love about this team, the organization, and everything they do. It makes me happy.
So accessible that you don't want to feel like you have to take up all their time when you meet them. You take up 30 seconds because you know that you might run into them again in a week or a month or whatever. It's
Well, the fact is we had him here for 2 hours to ourselves.
Yeah.
4 guys sitting around just BSing with him.
And didn't have the freaking niceness to call someone and let them know.
Hey, now. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
It's time.
Hey, if we had known that he was coming,
it was completely.
It's only a half-hour drive.
You could have made it. You could have made it.
We all agreed though that we shouldn't tell you.
Actually, it was. We actually
I'm kidding.
I think if this place became packed, if we twittered it out.
I mean, it was bad enough that Adam was all over his nuts.
He was drooling.
I was like this close to him. I mean, he was taking my hat off my head. The hat Michael's spurting his horns.
Adam didn't shower for 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to. It's hard to take. It's hard to follow in the footsteps of the local legends, especially like Keller. I can't imagine a better person to come in and take goalkeeping course.
He actually brought that up. He said it was the hardest thing coming in was having a household name a soccer fan, and that was the hardest thing for him. One of the hardest things for him making the transition was
he's doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, I told him
on the field, off the field,
in hearts and minds. Yeah.
So, okay, with that said, let's go ahead and see if Rick is ready to hop in over here.
Well, I just want to say again, we didn't intentionally not keep it from going out. It just never occurred to us. We were starstruck.
Hop in, ready.
Wherever you were, quite seriously starstruck and awestruck.
You were caught in the moment, yes?
Caught in the utter moment, literally.
All right, so now we're going to bring up what is the other big, huge news of the weekend, right?
Go Sounders go! Go Sounders go! Go Sounders go! Go Sounders go!
Please sit down. Oh, you already are sitting down. Damn, we should have had you standing up.
Sorry, sorry. Sit down.
Stand up for this?
You should stand up the whole time. That way your head's on the side.
No.
Make sure you look at the blue light. Look at the blue light for me, though. So this is Rick Parker at the Mod Writer on Twitter. Rick is a writer extraordinaire for CheekyBackheel.com.
I almost want to say our partner publication.
We're very close.
At this point, we're almost like
we're working very closely together. They also do a podcast on Friday nights that usually is up by Saturday morning.
We're actually going to be switching that.
Oh, you are?
Next week, we'll be going to a Wednesday schedule.
Okay.
After the Portland game.
I think that's good timing. Good job. I'd also like to say, besides the cheeky backheel, follow him on Twitter. He's funny.
Oh my God!
Great. I mean, it's not just the Go Sounders Go guy. He's been funny before that. This is just, it couldn't happen to a better guy.
I just happen to be standing in the wrong place at the right time.
Let's talk about that. So we've always seen the video. And the video kind of is about 4.5 minutes, a little too late. So kind of back us up here and tell us what happened.
Yeah, well, we were standing there as we always do, and you can actually go to cheekybackheel.com. There's a nice post giving a lot more of the backstory if you want to go back later and read about it. But we were standing there like we have for the 13 other home games, all 90 minutes in this section, and then this was somewhere between the 50th and 60th minute, estimating, I'm thinking around 58, 55. And we're standing up. I pull out my camera to film the corner kick that's about to come up because I'm hoping that was going to be the one that puts us over the top.
Yeah.
And thanks to this guy, I ended up actually not getting that on video. That's okay. 3 points is the big thing. And so I'm filming the corner kick, and that's when he climbs down from like 2 or 3 rows back at least, and starts screaming in my friend's ear, and then in mine. So, hey, camera's already on. I turn, and a star is born.
So just to clear up a few little points though. You do sit in section 117, correct?
117 is a standing section. You can't stand there. I have confirmation from this from the Sounders front office today.
Sure.
118 is the only sitting section, according to that. So that's a sitting only section. Had this guy been reasonable about, there was something that probably could have been worked out.
Yeah.
And had there actually been an usher there, it's like all these games, the one time where anything happens, the one time that there was no usher,
no fan experience person,
like 2 or 3 sections right down the stairs.
So now, just to kind of clarify some other things, it sounds like you may have been sitting, it was probably right after the half, so you might have been kind of getting back up in your seats after getting some beers, whatever. kind of doing that type of thing. So you weren't quite up back to your normal position of standing yet?
No, we've been standing for a few minutes after that. It was right after the half. And we got back at halftime, sat down for a couple minutes, and then half starts, a couple minutes in, but by 50th minute, we were back up.
Now I gotta ask, did this guy have any kids with him?
No.
No kids? Wife, girlfriend you wanted to impress?
No, so why would you ask about children?
This week, that's
I mean, there was a kid.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a different
this is
story
close to my
altogether.
heart because I sit in 150. I have 2 kids, and I stand every single game. I stand every single game. I have had people behind me. I had an 80-year-old couple who bought the transient tickets behind me because they give them up all the time. I moved over so they could see the game, but I still didn't sit down. I mean, I moved for them because they were older. I've had kids sit behind me. I've moved over for them. But if the family in front of me wants to stand up in front of my kids, I'm there for the game. I will have my kids stand up on the seat, or I'll move them over to the aisle where they can see it. I had a guy behind me come in at the 50th minute one game, skipped the entire first half, and came in and had the balls to tell me to sit down. Granted, he was some 25-year-old hipster, who didn't know a thing about soccer, but I mean,
with that guy is there were seats at the end of our row. He could have easily just come down. There were seats in front of us that he could have easily gone in and poached, like so many people coming from upper decks and in the back do at every game. And that would have been fine, but the thing is, had he gone in front of us, he would have still had to stand because the people in the front row were standing as well.
He doesn't stand in section.
It's either or. I mean, there's a mix. 117 is really lame. You home record saying there are cool people there. There are cool people there. The guy in the front row was very cool. Like the season ticket holders that I've seen, cool people, no problems. I mean, there hasn't been a problem all season except for this guy who just came in one time.
Well, I had a question. I mean, I noticed he's wearing a Sounders kit. Did he have a number on it? Do you have any idea how he, or did he just, was he like drunken, drugged, belligerent ass?
I think he was just full of rage and hated the world because, I mean, I didn't smell any alcohol on him. I mean, and I would have as close as he was in my face.
Right. So is drugs.
I mean, my buddy might smell. He might have a better sense of smell than I do. But
exactly.
I just hear it back in his.
All right, so we got to ask here at this point, how has it felt to become this internet phenomenon? None of us sitting at this table have any idea what it's like.
Internet phenomenon. Come on.
But it's fun because
the original Seattle internet.
The shit show. But you have become overnight. I mean, you've been on Deadspin. Lexi Lawless was talking about it. I mean, how is your?
Oh boy,
KSW was talking.
Yeah, KSW was talking about it.
I chatted with them about it on Twitter. Yeah.
How does it feel to you? I mean, from your perspective.
Honestly, kind of shitty. I didn't think it was going to get that big. I thought, it's like people I know, like you guys, we'd have a laugh about it.
The miracles of social networking.
Did an amazing job.
Oh, Brad's bit,
Shops.
Dude, that was amazing.
That's what I woke up to.
Kayla's not impressed.
That needs to be a Tumblr or something of its own, just a collection of those, a gallery of. You need to make prints of these photoshops and like take them to a coffee shop and have them up in there.
Well,
I
I guess I'm kind of curious.
Once it hit Deadspin,
that was.
It was kind of like, all right, this is guy out of control. And there are people like, oh look, it's doing that. It's like, really? It's like, can't we just all kind of forget about them? We had our fun. The guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it.
Right.
And I mean, the one thing, the good thing about it, I was stressed out until I got because it's like, this is how we like to enjoy the game. This is how we have enjoyed the game. Is standing there the entire time. There hasn't been a problem, but have there been incidents where there have been people, maybe ones that actually were sitting directly behind us or something that got pissed off, and we don't want to ruin anybody else's experience, And like I said, there's a reasonable solutions to be worked out if there was something going on.
All right, but that said, though, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean, at this point, you're kind of at the point where you want to go back to focusing, writing on Cheeky Backheel. It's kind of a cute little thing that's happened in the background, but you hope to kind of ignore it it, or not ignore it, but you're kind of hoping that it moves on.
Get those pages. Go visit Cheeky Backheel.
Yeah.
Read it. We got a lot of great content.
It's, I believe it's linked from our website. If it's not, it will.
I don't know. We just bleeped out everything he said.
Oh, yeah.
We've redacted everything.
That guy swears like a sailor.
So, Rick, thank you. If you're still around a little bit, we're going to bring you in for the Q&A in a little bit. But thank you so much for joining us. Amazing.
Brother,
More beer. Prost.
Prost.
Let's go, Sam. Let's go.
All right, so we are about ready to call in right now.
We are about 5 minutes behind, so what I want to do is I want to take, if we can, is he okay for a few moments, Justin? Or should we go ahead and call him now?
I think he's ready.
Let's go, okay.
All right, this could be
we're going to call in Justin, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to call in Justin, and then we're going to come back and do the last part of the week in review. So, give me 1 second here.
We're going to break it each other.
Now we are official here. Are you good to go there?
That was good.
Lee, can you
that
see?
was good.
No, I can see.
All right. How are you doing, sir?
Doing all right.
Doing very well. It's been an interesting afternoon, as always. It's always the fun of doing a live show. We thank you, Justin, very much for joining us here live via Skype. We appreciate that. We're just pulling up the list of questions. Obviously, you know I'm Aaron, Sonar Riley. You know Lee, Adam.
This is Adam. We talked about road tripping.
And Kyle.
Oh, you know Kyle, right?
This yokel over here?
It's a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
So while this is coming up, here we go. All right, so you ready to start questions? You want me to go first? Do my usual. All right.
I love the talent.
The talent was first. Okay.
Do you call yourself the talent? You're the
one of
ego.
my questions for you, the first question I always ask everybody is, what's your major? What's your area of study? What are you doing for school?
Right now I'm just pursuing a general AA, but I'm kind of torn between business or just something to do with business because I mean my dad and my mom, they both own their own businesses, and then I'm kind of thinking about journalism too because I really like writing.
Good.
I like that.
Something about that. What's that about?
I'm a comm major, so I'm fully behind that. Go for it, dude.
Absolutely. All right. So with that said, let's go and hand it over to Kyle here. Do you have any questions you want to ask?
Yeah, how's it going, buddy? So, how's Arizona going for you?
Good, man. It's going all right. Got nice weather and stuff, so I can't complain about that.
For sure. Where around in Arizona are you?
It's like this town called Prescott. It's like I believe it's like an hour north of Phoenix. It's kind of in the hill, kind of in the mountain.
Okay. And that the school you're going to is a junior college, correct?
Yep.
Now, how did you select that school? After I know a lot of stuff went down, but how did you end up with that school?
Well, with my whole, after my whole salary situation and all that, I didn't have much time to find out and make a decision about where I was going to go to school, where I was going to play, go back to my home. I wanted to play at a high level still leave the option for college, instead of trying to maybe you go on trial or somewhere. So I had a connection. We had a connection to here. And I just decided to, just pack up and come down here because it's, we're top. I think right now we're second in addition for JC, so it's at a high level.
Right. Yeah, that's where I was going next. It is a junior college, but you guys still play at a high level. It seems like all the games you played so far, you've literally dominated the team.
Yeah, it's almost too easy.
So, on that note, what differences have you seen between academy play and playing in the academy and your first couple of games in college right now?
At the academy, it seems like it's a lot more organized. We kind of had our own set style and whatnot. And we played faster, but out here, there's a lot of athletes and stuff. That's kind of a big focus. So it's kind of tougher in that way. And the academy's a lot more technical. You could just see that's their focus, the USD, their whatnot. That's what they're trying to do. So that's kind of the biggest thing I've noticed. The technical and the physical side has just been different.
I guess, so we know you're going down there for your AA. Part of the eligibility issue that we had before the year was credit, right? That was kind of what the issue came up with.
Yeah, it is. I actually graduated high school at like a year earlier or whatnot, so I kind of took a gap year to play with the academy last year, and I took classes then. So I mean, I'm halfway towards my AA right now, but apparently when I did the clearinghouse, it went back on high school credits, so I was missing like a math or two, so it kind of screwed me over.
Right. Well, and that's kind of where thank you for talking about this with us too, because it's something that we've seen these requirements and these eligibility issues coming up with not only you, but we've seen it with Darwin going to UW. We've seen it with our buddy Dom going to UW. It's had the same issues. It's not just a matter of this kid graduating high school. It's a matter of them going and having to complete these. I mean, there was a lot of additional requirements that the NCAA has to play these schools.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to have to be proactive and do it yourself. A lot of the steps.
I did just want to interject something. I read that soccer players are I read a study that football players are smarter on average than any other athletes. A year early.
Oh, really? We're going back to this project?
Yeah, I love it. But you didn't play soccer? No, just kidding.
Well, I played more soccer than you and you.
No, you didn't.
I know you're in the Sounder, graduated from Sounder Academy. Hopefully looking forward to you making that U23. But after you get out of school, after college is done, where do you want to play? Where's your club future? Where's the ideal?
Is the Sounders a good answer?
That's a perfect answer. That's fine. Where I was going with that, though, is you are dual citizenship. You have an Australian section. Is there a club in Australia you want to play for? Maybe a local team over there? And part B of that question, if you had a choice between the U.S. national team or the Australian national team, which one would you want to do?
That first one, if I could go back and play, I mean, the Queensland Roar would probably be my first option, just because they're like, they used to be the Brisbane Roar, but I mean, that's kind of like the home. It's close to my family and everything, so they'd be able to be, at all the games, and that'd be kind of the biggest thing for me, just being as close as I could to back where I originally from home. And then for the second answer, if I had to choose between the two, which hopefully sometime I'd have to go with Australia, just because I mean that's where I originated and that's where it all started. So I mean I kind of feel like I got to do them something, and I kind of have like a social with being Australian first and American since.
Yeah, well, that's great. Some of the good news is answering that here live on SonarFeed doesn't mean you have to actually answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's not a change of mind. Yeah.
Hey, did we actually come up with a team in Australia?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what.
Queensland.
Oh, okay.
Queensland Islanders.
I'm sorry, I actually heard like somebody like Sydney or Melbourne or
Adelaide, Australia. Alice Springs.
I'm just busting his balls. It's okay. Move forward.
Right now is that AA. With that AA, then you would meet all the eligibility requirements. Somewhere, do you plan on staying down in Arizona with your time, or are you looking at another college once you meet those requirements, or I guess what are your plans after you get that?
Well, after I get my A, I'm just gonna evaluate, where I'm at, what my options are. Obviously, Seattle U is still an option, and that'd probably be my first choice. But I mean, if something else pops up, if I can go back home, like, who knows? I kind of just have to see. Just take it one by one.
All right, so I got the most important question of the night.
It's a classic.
Tupac or Biggie?
Why do we ask this question?
That's an easy one, man. Gotta go with Pac. That's
Yes.
All right, so what kind of
that's Huskies.
What kind of music? What kind of the Huskies? What kind of music do you listen to pump you up for the game? What's your pre-game music routine?
Please say rock.
I like to listen to a lot of like underground or school hip hop. Kyle knows all about that. But, you know, I like to listen to some Bruce.
Do you like Turquoise Jeep?
Like, you know, like a Tribe Called Quest. I listen to like binary stuff.
I already loved you, but now I really love you.
Everything, like,
dude, Tribe Called Quest. Someone of your age to know Tribe Called Quest. I mean,
you could probably put together one of the best mixtapes you've ever heard.
All right.
Yeah, you've got good taste.
Well, let's do.
Sure.
Guys, that's great. I'll tell you what. We need to make you make a Spotify for me. You need to make a Spotify.
Get on Spotify.
I'll follow up with you after this, but I want you to make a Spotify of your stuff for me.
Do you like any rock bands? Is there anything that stands out, any rock or metal at all? You don't have to.
I don't know if you heard me.
Oh, I don't know if he heard me or not. My mic's working though. You can ask him.
Adam was wondering if there's any rock bands that you like or
Linkin Park. He's laughing at me. That's cool. Cool.
All right, so then here's the other question I'm asking, because this guy here is like loves his shoes.
Yes.
More than anybody.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and ask him though. Yeah.
What type of gear do you prefer?
Please say Puma. Please say Puma. Please say Puma.
Like Nike or Adidas?
Please say Puma. Please say Puma. Please say Puma.
He wants to say Puma.
I don't know. It's tough. It's tough though. I mean, Nike. Although it's like Nike since I was young, but I mean Adidas. You can see with all like the MLS and Sounders gear, they got some sick stuff. So I don't know. Lately, I've been wearing a lot of Adidas, you know, Predators, like shoes wise. But I mean, I also got a pair of Vapors I've been wearing mostly. So I don't know. It kind of goes half and half. It's tough.
I'll let him off the rock question because of the Vapors and Adidas.
So besides the sound, and I already know this, it's everyone's answer on the Academy. What team do you follow besides the sound?
So now comes the obligatory. How about that Robert Van Persie?
Don't get me started on the sound of that name. You got Giroud now. You'll be all right.
Yeah, Podolski's going to be the man this year. It's no big deal.
Oh, hey, hi.
Now you guys can probably hear us better about 5 minutes later, but
You can hear us now?
Podolski's the man. Yeah.
well, no, they won't be able to because they're 8 minutes delayed.
So with you've been playing soccer for quite a while. You got a good history in soccer. What's been your favorite memory so far?
Favorite memory, probably, I don't know, maybe my first game with the Academy. That was pretty insane. I don't think I've ever been so nervous in my life. Another one, my sophomore year in high school. We were playing the biggest rival. It's called Skyler, and you know, I got my first start that game, and I scored my first varsity goal. That was kind of a big thing too. I mean, slid to the corner. It was
Okay. So, personal question that I want to know. I'm putting you on the spot. In FIFA, because I played you in FIFA and you completely dominated me in FIFA. I'm not that bad at FIFA. I've never been dominated like when I played against him. Where did you learn how to play defense like that in FIFA?
I don't know anybody else.
Yeah, I didn't put that in the questions, did I? Yeah, exactly. That was ridiculous. He just wiped me up all over the.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like the smack talk when you guys interview. Get a lot of.
He's ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. Yeah.
So I wanted to say real quick, we had some problems with the mic. You may have had a hard time hearing us. I know the viewers had a hard time hearing us. Hopefully this fixes a little bit. We apologize. It's a live show. But we have a couple questions that were asked of the guest earlier on, or of you, by people on Twitter earlier on. So we want to ask those.
For sure.
So Rick Parker, the mod writer, who you actually answered this last night on Twitter, but he asked, does it feel good to know that you're not the only Sounders/Steelers supporter on Twitter? And you guys both had a nice chat. So now how did you end up, you live in Vancouver, you're already close to that other team that we won't mention this week. How did you pick the Steelers as your team?
It's kind of an interesting story. My uncle, he was originally from LA. I don't know how, but he was the biggest Steelers fan I've ever met. And when I was like 6 or 7 years old, I've always been into video games, so I used to play NFL Game Day 2000, and he would always cast me. I'd be the Broncos, and I'd try and be like John Elway or something. I could never beat him. He'd be the Steelers every time. I could never beat him, and he kind of influenced me to be a Steelers fan. So ever since I was like 6 or 7, it's kind of been Steelers all the way.
That's great. That's great, and that's a good age. I know. I agree.
Seattle.
All right, so then.
Redskins.
Oh my God!
Oh wow!
I don't know with RG3.
So, all right, moving on. Marcus Annabelle, good friend of ours, had a question for you. He said, if you think Diaby will be the best player for the Arsenal this year. I already wrote him back and told him no, Podolski's going to be the man this year. But
I don't know. Diaby, he could easily be the best if he's healthy, but that's kind of the big thing. He's got to stay healthy. He's got so much quality, and Wenger knows it. But I mean, it could be him. It could be Cazorla. I think it'll be Cazorla, Diaby maybe from Mullen. He's always so consistent. So I mean, it'll be tough. Hopefully Diaby can really just go off like he can.
Okay.
Cool.
Next one.
Miguel Angeles. I hope I'm saying your last name right. He said, hey, Jay Solo, how was Yavapai, and is it a good learning experience?
He's actually on my team.
Oh, nice. Well, tell him thank you for writing in.
Is it a good learning experience?
He's from where?
Yeah, it's a pretty good learning experience. He's from McMinnville. He's pretty close to Portland.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
McMinnville.
Oh, they have a Burgerville there.
They do.
Burgerville, yeah.
It's great. That's the best thing about that place.
No, they support the Timbers, asshole.
Sorry, I like Burgerville. Fuck it.
It's been like a humbling experience, mostly the way I've seen it. It's kind of like with the Sounder Academy, we're kind of like, it kind of seems like we're pampered because we're all players, but a lot of things are handed to us, and out here you kind of have to go out and get it yourself, and you kind of have to do it and kind of prove. But I mean, that's kind of from what I've seen. It's been humbling. Well, it's learning.
And again, I'm a dad. You've heard me spout this off every week, or these guys have, but I'm glad to see that. I mean, sometimes challenges are good, and it's hard as a parent to watch you have to go through that, but it's also rewarding to know that you are learning a valuable life lesson. So hopefully you're taking this every minute and learning from it and looking at the positive. And the negative will be there every day. It's still there today for all of us. But look at the positive. You have so many good opportunities in front of you, and it's so exciting to see. So,
for sure.
All right, so we got time for probably one more question.
We do have time for one more question.
I got one, and then I got another follow-up.
Okay, so I guess we have 2 more questions, and then we're going to cut it off, right?
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were talking about that question.
Yeah. So, I got one more I want to ask you too, though.
Oh, so go ahead on with that one. I can read it, but I'm too far away.
All right. You can read. The great Diana Bankson had a question for you. Her question was, how do you feel about the no high school soccer rule while in academy, and how do you think it affected the squad this last year, or I guess this year? Some players left the squad to play high school, and also, what have you done? What would you have done if you were faced with that?
That's a really good question. That's kind of what the whole U.S. is kind of arguing about. But I don't know. Like the way I see it is, school it's a good experience. I mean, the academy is better training, but the way I kind of see it is 3 months out of the year. I think Aleko Eskandarian said if you're getting 9 months of good training and you take 3 months and play high school, if that training's good enough, it's not going to affect you that bad. So, and I mean, we learn a lot of things from it. If I could control it is to just let the high school players or let the academy players just play games, not have practice and let practice for their academy, and then kind of come and play the game. Because they can do it. I mean, we all were top players on our teams. So, but I mean, if I had to go academy or high school, I would choose academy. It's at the higher level and everything.
It would be nice to get the opportunity to do both.
What was the other part of that?
Right,
exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you've answered pretty much that whole question.
Yeah.
The other question I have for you, unfortunately last year we didn't get to see a whole lot of you on the field with Academy, but you're a very skilled player on the ball. You got great ball control. I personally think you're probably one of the best, if not the best, ball handler that they had on that team last year. I guess, is that something that you focus on, or what aspect of your game is the most important to you? I know you've told me before that set pieces are kind of your bread and butter, but what do you practice a lot on, and what do you pride yourself on?
Well, I kind of try and pride myself on like my creativity. You try those just trying to work little gaps and stuff. It's a lot of passing and stuff. I value an assist more than a goal, so I've always kind of valued my passing. But I like bringing flair to it and stuff too. That's my favorite part of it. Kind of all the little fun stuff. So that's where the ball handling and the skills kind of came in. I kind of just, when I was younger, I'd see Ronaldinho on TV, and I just think I want to do this. This is fun. This is what makes me love it.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, that's kind of where it's coming from.
Good.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to play 3-on-3, that's your guy.
All right, good.
On my team.
Yeah, that's your guy, dude. Yeah, you already know, man. Yeah.
Good. All right, so any last questions from the peanut gallery?
Well, I would love to ask him, who's your favorite Sounders player? Who do you most feel?
That's a good one.
That's on the spot.
I love Kasky. Kasky. But my favorite's probably got to be Freddie, though. Just because Freddie, he just does what he does. I love Eddie.
F-17.
Eddie's a great guy too. So.
That's a good answer. Yeah. Now you answered Kasky. A quick follow-up. You answered Kasky, but did you answer Kasky because you've dealt with him, you've worked with them, etc., or just because you like watching him play?
Worked with him, but I've seen him up close, and I just like his style. I like he kind of does his own thing. He's got a lot of different dimensions to his game. I mean, he can score, he can get assists, he works on defense. He kind of does it all. So he brings a little bit of skill to the game too. So
his set piece service. I love his set piece service. Yeah. All right. Do you have any questions, Adam?
What was your longest road trip in a car, like driving yourself? Because we've talked about road tripping before. I don't know if you can even hear me. We're on one mic.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Longest road trip, it was when I was 10 or 11. I used to live in San Diego. So when I moved to Vancouver, that was my longest drive. That's 27 hours.
That's a drive. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Someday, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kyle?
Just thanks a lot for coming on, man. It's been great getting to know you. Really appreciate you giving us your time, and just keep doing your thing down there, man.
And I want to echo that. I mean,
of course, thanks for having me on.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, Kyle here is the main reason you're here with us. Kyle, thank you for what you do.
Oh no,
with everybody.
Thanks. Yeah,
and
thanks
Justin,
to him,
I mean, you are your answers last night on Twitter were great. We were asking questions for tonight, and you were answering them like that, and it's wonderful. It's so great to see you. You're good. You're still a kid. I gotta say, you're still a kid. You're old enough to be my kid, biologically.
You didn't have to bring that up.
Yeah.
So, Justin, we want to actually have you back on in a couple months.
Yes.
Yeah.
After you get through the season.
Yes.
Right.
Actually,
we want to have you here, though.
Yeah,
when you're in person, we would love to have you
Christmas
on.
break, we want you in person.
Yeah. Come on in.
This is great. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So just keep doing what you're doing. We'll talk to you on Facebook and Twitter and Skype.
After the show.
Everyone, if you're watching, hopefully you're already following. But if not, it's at Just Solo 22 on Twitter.
Real quick, I'll do this. It's too late probably, but
thanks.
There you go. Look at that. That's pretty.
There you go.
Now
we got the little pretty thing. You can't see it, but you'll see it later, Justin.
Yeah.
Upper 90, brother.
Okay.
Upper 90.
Give him a follow.
Keep on rocking, man. You You were awesome.
Take care, Justin. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Justin, talk to you soon.
Bye.
Well, hello, folks.
Yeah, so we got our first.
Kyle, back to your corner.
Take your mic with you this time, too.
Our first.
And make sure you lean into it and talk into it. You did great earlier.
Call from parts unknown. It actually happened. It went. I think we need more bandwidth somewhere, but thanks, guys. That was Justin.
That was all in water.
Talking to us from Arizona.
I didn't take a drink from that.
Fun guy, great guy to follow on Twitter. Whether you like soccer or not, he's a fun guy to follow on Twitter even. So if you're watching and you don't know a damn thing about soccer, still a fun guy to watch.
Sorry guys, we know the audio quality was slightly off. We know that
it's loud in here.
The mics are off. We've got Monday Night Football. We are having bandwidth issues.
Yeah, big time bandwidth issues.
We don't know if you guys
We apologize.
know this, but we've tried to expand every week, like quickly, to better technology, better mics, more bandwidth.
Well, that and the fact that we test the shit out of this all week.
We tested the crap out of it, and then.
But not that bandwidth at that level.
The bandwidth problem here.
I'm
So
sorry, but just the good news is everybody could hear Justin the whole time. They had a hard time hearing us.
That's better then. The answers are better.
We will get this right.
We're looking into studio space. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
True story. Might happen next week.
It may happen.
And I may live there.
Yeah, you might.
Adam's actually moving into the storage space. I mean, studio space.
So we are at an hour, so what I want to do is I want to quickly.
We actually have a few things to actually talk about.
We do. I want to talk about this last week's game, and then I want to talk about Portland real quick.
Who played this week?
Chivas. Chivas played.
How did they do?
Chivas did wonderful. They lost.
Who had the right prediction?
Dickhead.
Well,
when I said 2-1 again, I was right again.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do a scientific breakdown of how many games end 2-1.
Look Kyle up.
Oh yeah. Well,
actually, I think I actually said Eddie would also. I'm pretty sure I said Eddie would have a brace as well.
I'm just grabbing. I need something.
That was the sweetest sip of water he's had all year.
I want to go and throw it out there right now. You know what? Conspiracy theories be damned. You bring Eddie Johnson on the field after Freddie Montero scores, and guess what? You get 2. And guess who is the all-time MLS leading scorer for the Sounders? Who is that? Who is it?
Aaron Riley.
And we got
Games left. Games left.
I think it's Gabriel.
7 left.
Gabriel from the
7 left.
How many goals did Gabriel have in the 70s?
Gabriel who? The Angel?
No, he said MLS. Yeah, I'm thinking Gabriel.
All right.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the horseshoe further.
Yeah, no.
I said MLS.
All right.
Hey, Kyle, do me a favor. Can you move over about, like...
There you go. Good. Perfect.
Beautiful.
That's good. All right. Thank you. These are awesome.
Yeah, we know we're a little bit off.
But
we're still working on it. Still working progress.
We're gonna make the owner buy about 50 more games.
What? Sounder shots? What?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sounder shots. Yes.
Oh, come on.
No rehearsal today for you. How many?
4. 5. You want a shot? Yeah, 5. All right. So, what do you want to talk? Oh, 6. Yeah, 6. Talk about the college this week. You want to talk about the college this week?
Let's talk about UW. Let's talk about heartbreak.
Yeah, tough game for UW. Didn't pull it out.
Stoppage time again, right?
Stoppage time.
Golden goal. Yeah. Fucking hate golden goal. Hate it.
I still don't mind
golden goal.
Hate golden goal.
That's an off-season
Tough
topic.
loss for them. They still look good though. I mean, they didn't pull out the win this week, but they still look real good. It should be a solid team here, and then once Don gets on there, gets that speed up front, it should be over, man. They still look like a good team.
Yeah.
So is Don looking promising?
Yes. Hopefully Don Hopefully Don will join the team this week. This week.
So is he in camp at least? Is he still?
No, he's not training with the team. Classes don't start until I believe he said the 22nd. So.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll see what goes on with that. Akron played. We got DeAndre Edmonds on Akron. Sounder Academy, U23. My personal pick for homegrown, top 3 homegrown player, guaranteed pretty much. He played, had a great game again. Aiden Quinn, Sounders U23 player, also active, got a red card in the second half, so they were playing down a man. Unfortunately, lost the game.
Well, it's Caleb Porter for you. Signs a new contract.
Hey, now.
If he's still playing the Sounders players, I'm all right with it.
Yeah,
This is not benching him.
Well, you know what?
Next year I'll feel differently. But
Go
right now,
figure. Chivas coach getting red cards right away.
all right, so that's kind of the quick UW. How about the national team?
Oh my God!
How do you go to Jamaica and lose that game?
After going up 30 seconds in the first half.
I'll tell you what it was. They were out late the night before.
Now, here's the thing.
No, I'm not going to buy that.
They're playing in Columbus. You guys think that they'll turn it around?
No, I actually think Klinsman's actually going to put them in check this week. I think between the U23 team not going to the Olympics this year, that was a huge blow to U.S. soccer. And then losing in Jamaica was also a huge blow. I think those two things right there, Sunil Gulati has got to be just absolutely shaking in his boots.
Let's call Klinsmann's reaction to this German cold efficiency.
Dude, did you see him standing on the side? Did you actually watch the game?
I watched part of it.
So at the end of the game, he's just standing there shaking his hands like this.
Yeah.
I mean, for like 2 minutes.
Well, that for Germany, that's very active. Shake for a German coach.
Rally shot. We definitely need rally shots tonight.
This is the Sounders rally shot.
Thank you, sir.
I think I got the roast.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To the Sounders.
David. Thank you, David.
It's a great video, great lighting, shitty feed.
Shitty video, but great lighting and a great video.
Good job.
Everything was almost perfect.
Again.
Anyway,
Tasty shot.
I'm really bummed about the men losing in Jamaica. I think that we could have pulled that out. We just fell apart. I mean, personally, I know Michael Parkhurst got man of the match for the U.S.
Yeah.
I think Parkhurst. I think that Jermaine Jones actually had a much better game.
Yeah.
And for all you Jermaine Jones haters out there, for all you people that hate German U.S. players, get used to it. This is what we're going to see.
He's going to be around.
Yeah.
So let's call it Jamaica mistake.
Jamaica mistake.
Now, what did you think about Beckrovitz?
I thought, oh my God, he was ineffective in the first half, and the second half he was nothing but a clumsy.
Let's put it this way: Zombie Alonso
And no one would
have done better.
Alonso.
I mean, the Twitter guy living here in Seattle, Zombie Alonso would have been better.
Right. Well, I mean,
Dude, he fell over the ball the entire second half of the game.
The thing that is. It's one of those things I hate to see him play like that when he's on the national team. Man, I hope he plays like that when he's playing for RSL.
Yes, please, sweet Jesus.
Please. Please do that. That'd be fantastic. But, yeah, a terrible loss.
Yeah.
Terrible. I don't think anyone really saw it, I'm not sure anyone saw us losing to Jamaica.
No.
After that first score, I went 1-1.
I saw the second half.
Well,
I watched the entire game.
I'm just trying to get some
Victor
levity
the Predictor wouldn't have said they lose to Jamaica.
I mean, let's go ahead and put it out there. I don't know how beIN Sports did for you guys, but on Dish, it was pouring.
Yeah.
It was about as good as our video output on this podcast.
No, it was actually worse than our video outcast on this podcast.
Good enough.
Yeah, we only had a 25-minute delay at one point. They were like, they didn't show it at all.
Right. I just think I'm staying up all night.
But I will say, we didn't get a ton of cards.
So let's move off the crappy game. How about a fantastic game that we all got? I only got to see the first half. You guys?
Yes.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Eidhjur Gudjonsson. I don't think I'm that far off there.
You're close.
I think I'm pretty close there.
I can't say it. I know how it sounds.
George Aguirre, that's way off.
That's perfect.
And Seth Sedebakia. That's awful. The three, I don't know.
So actually, you know what? Here's the funny thing. In Iceland, you never pronounce somebody's last name.
Yeah.
You're always the son of somebody. So,
like Olsen.
Good Johnson is never really said. He would be Eidhjur of Bill, or Andor of Sven or Andor of whoever.
Yeah.
Did you learn that when you were doing international relations?
I did.
Okay.
Well, that was in Iceland, yeah.
With this before or after the Pirates dropped the pants?
Yes.
Vikings, excuse me, not Pirates.
Sorry,
the
you're never
Vikings.
going to live it down, so just take it and get over it.
Actually,
It's a part of you now. Yeah. It's a
I actually got to hang out with some really cool Icelanders when I was there. It was kind of interesting. I've been like really following Veronica Perez while she's been in Iceland.
Yeah.
Kate Dinas.
Yeah.
And Kate Dinas.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wonderful Kate Dinas.
it's kind of been kind of interesting to watch them really kind of absorb the culture. Now they're both in Spain right now, but Iceland, hotbed for soccer. Who knew?
Yeah, so let's go to the game though, because the game was great. I mean, we got to watch him, and that backheel goal,
Oh no.
which Brasbit captured. I'm not sure if it's been online. I've been offline.
Just
He didn't have to.
oh, it was beautiful.
He didn't have to. It was full flare.
No,
Gorgeous.
There was no thinking about it.
Right.
It was just part of him moving.
It reminded me much of the Freddie Montero assist, where the assist was so good that he like had time to process that flare and was just like, oh, back.
Good Johnson, that was so Ochoa. Ochoa had the assist.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm talking about the Sounders A game.
No, we were talking about the reserve game.
I was comparing the two.
Oh,
No, I called it
okay.
contrast and compare.
Well, we thought you were still talking 5 minutes ago.
You
I think
guys
we're
are
gonna find out.
My bad.
Sorry, my co-hosts have drank a little too much tonight. They're not
Another,
catching up with me. Good.
Adam?
I guess another
I would
part of
just
that
stay quiet.
play that
No.
You could totally be drunk.
so
Not yet.
anyways,
You can't catch up.
another part of that play that I was really impressed with was the run Sammy made up the side.
Yes.
And the service he brought into the middle
Yes.
to set up that play.
Absolutely.
That was pretty good.
No, it was. I mean,
Sammy's
that's
putting together a really good year with the minutes he's getting.
with the reserve team, a little bit the first team, the CCL, US Open Cup. I agree 100%. I agree. And it's an interesting dilemma we're in. I mean, what do we do with Good Johnson? I mean, do we sign him? Do we not sign him?
Were you there for the chant?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Adrian Hanauer and Ziggy Schmidt, everyone on the other side, they could not mistake hearing that.
Yeah.
But you got
Adrian Hanauer was on the phone.
If you listen to the opening, we have it in the opening.
I don't watch the show.
Okay. That's obvious. Very apparent.
I don't like to see myself.
I just created it. Well, look, I'm wearing my hat backwards on the inside. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God.
That play was excellent, but there was some other good goals, good plays that came in that game. I didn't get to see the second half, so I didn't see the other two goals, but
You know, they were great. I mean, Cato, Seaman, they were all amazing. It was great.
One of those Zach Wani things, because he didn't get a lot on it, and it rolled right on the inside post. You take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You take anything.
Yep.
well, and like Aaron said plenty of times, Cato on that Starfire bench is amazing.
Oh yeah, that's where he belongs. I love Cato. I'm hoping Cato plays on Saturday. So let's segue into the last conversation. We're going to lose out here to the karaoke shortly.
Oh no, we think we lose out, but they can hear us. I promise.
So anyways, we're going to lose out to the karaoke momentarily. Relax. So Portland is coming up this week. I think of Cato on the 18, put him in the 60th, 70th minute. I would love to see that.
No, actually, I've got to completely back off that one.
You don't like that?
No, I don't.
You want to start him? Great.
No.
He wants to start Cato.
See, it's not just me, ladies and gentlemen.
Put him in, coach.
Put him in. Yeah, go ahead. You tell your.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say this. Brad Evans scores in 4 minutes.
All right.
Wow.
But from where? What position is Brad going to be in when?
Goalie.
Hey, you guys hit the shot real quick?
Okay, playing that on the wing.
We're not going to focus a lot on Portland right now because a lot of reasons.
What about predictions?
We're going to do that. Come on in. If you guys can kind of squeeze all in. You bring your chair? Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to do a special live show
Friday night.
Full round table.
about 7 p.m.
With those guys.
with these guys. If you're available,
Those guys.
Friday night.
Oh, me? Or the Mary? Oh, me.
you're already included, but I think I already invited you. But if I didn't, you're invited.
From Parks Unknown.
We're going to do a co-broadcast with the cheeky Backheel folks.
Yes, so 2/3 of the people, one of them's in the viewing here, Sales on Sounders. Ryan's going to be here. Jacob will not be here.
Jacob will not be here.
He's going to be in
so
Portland.
we're going to make fun of Jacob for about 2 hours straight.
We're going to broadcast in full stereo quality 360
How dare him travel?
I know. We're going to do a live Friday night pre-game.
We're going to be talking Sounders. We're going to be talking Portland only.
You're going to be laughing so hard your butt's going to come out your mouth.
So, but let's do this. Are we all comfortable giving a prediction now?
Yes.
Oh, me first?
Write it down.
Oh, okay. I'm not going first.
We'll
go with Kyle first.
We don't. Okay. Before we do that, we don't know where we're going to be yet, due to obvious reasons of this evening's technological challenges.
We might be at your house.
We will likely be at my house.
We're vamping for time to come up your prediction.
Which is not far away for you guys either. So, and we have lots of alcohol.
Hey, I'm there.
And I have lots of bed space in case we want to spend the night.
By lots of alcohol, he means half open bottles.
And by lots of bed space means he's got a king-size bed.
We're going to share the bed space as we share the alcohol.
Right.
Okay.
Hang on.
Kyle, you're up first.
Portland versus Seattle.
Okay. Portland versus Seattle.
In Portland.
In Portland. 3-0.
Oh!
Seattle.
Okay.
Johnson gets a goal. He gets a break.
He's adding extra. That's extra points.
Nice.
Freddie 1, Eddie 2.
No,
Charles.
Eddie 1, Freddie 2.
Okay.
Freddie is king of catch.
Wait, you said 3-0?
So, Eddie up, stays maintained.
I think they,
Okay, Charles.
2-1. It's probably going to go 1-1 at first. They're going to get so damn excited down there like they did last time.
You want me to
We're going to
type all
get
that?
that late goal. We're going to beat them this time. It is due. We got to get back in that standing for Cascadia.
Yep.
2-1.
2-1.
Sounders.
I'm going 3-1.
Dicker.
Sounders, of course.
These are all Sounders victories we're predicting.
Eddie's going to score 1. Freddie's going to score 1.
Did you say Andy's going to score
Eddie.
I was like, Andy.
Eddie, Freddie, and
Rose is coming off the bench.
I would not be surprised to see Andy Rose score 1, but my third goal is going to go tomorrow.
Whoa!
Wow.
That's bold.
That is
I
bold.
like it.
That was a bold pick.
I like
They're
it.
not going to win. That's our cup.
I like it.
Because we're going to make sure that it stays where it belongs.
I like
Fair
it.
enough.
You ready?
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go 2-1. I'm going to sit there and go, for every one of you Facito lovers out there, Facito's going to score a goal against the Sounders.
You know he went out hurt today, right?
I know. I saw it.
Okay, I'm just saying.
2-1.
You know he's injured, right? I don't care.
He said
No, it's going to be 2-0 because Facito's out.
Well, okay. Oh, okay. I was going to say.
You should go 2-0.
You said 2-1.
But he predicted. Yeah, I'm trying to get it straight.
Facito can't play.
I know, but you said there was.
God damn it, can you not say nothing? It's 2-0.
Your prediction.
6-2. No. No.
That's not idiots do that.
Whoa, we're giving up 2.
That's not Chivas.
Thank you. We're not giving up 2.
Yeah, exactly. Two?
Asshole.
I know our defense is shaky. That's why I gave him
Whoa.
Shit.
4-1.
I like it.
I'm going with Kyle. I'm going to say 3-0.
Hold on.
Oh, you're going to. Oh, you have more? Okay.
This is how this.
This is how it's going to develop.
Eddie,
Oh, God.
Freddie, Cato,
Bold prediction.
Kasky.
Alright.
I knew it. I knew you were going to say Kasky.
There we go. 4-1. The goal by them will be scored by Nagby.
I was just going to say, if Nagby scores, I see Nagby.
Did anyone else guess that Kasky was going to be his last one? He loves that kid. He loves that Kasky. I'm saying 3-0, and then I'm going to be Eddie Johnson hat trick.
Whoa. Oh, Eddie's going.
Eddie Johnson hat trick.
Adam's going Eddie Johnson
3-0, Eddie Johnson hat trick.
Pow.
Assist by Marlon and Freddie.
Now, here's the only problem.
That'll be a problem, sir. That'll be
One problem I have with that, and I brought this up in the Cheeky Backheel podcast.
Oh, we don't respect that.
The line is, if you listen to the show, that's just what to say.
But we do seem to have a bit of a hat trick curse going on.
Yeah, once one year.
Scores a hat trick.
That's why I predicted it.
And I'm afraid that, all right, Freddie got a hat trick. Estrada, we're going to lose him. Estrada got a hat trick. He breaks his foot.
Oh, so you think, so he may still score a hat trick, but then he's done for the rest of the year.
As much as I would love Eddie to score a hat trick, I don't want anything bad to happen to him, and I want him to stay here for a long time.
He's going to score a hat trick, he's going to finish the season here, and then he's going to go play in Europe for a lot of money.
Who?
He's not going to get hurt, Eddie.
No, he's here for another
You
year.
know what? I think that's, look who's nodding his head. The rumors. Thank you.
We don't trust the rumors.
You know what? I want to sit there and say Eddie is gone, but if Eddie actually will listen to me for just 1 second, pay attention to the team that's letting you score, not the team that's won't pay you.
Now, I would say Kyle brought this up about the Portland team, about Cooper, on a comment earlier today.
Oh, Jesus, don't bring up Kenny Cooper.
No, I'm sorry, but there's validity there. That it is about the team, and the team makes a difference on how you score. It really does.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, there's 2 players on Portland I would love to have on whatever team I was scoring. Wonka and Nagy.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Timber Joey.
Philly wasn't a great team.
No.
Mwanga didn't thrive there. He went to Portland. He's not going to thrive in Portland. Nagy's a skilled player. That guy's great. He's
scary.
He's got no help, no distribution, nothing. It's up to him.
Well, he's playing in a system he doesn't know.
Right, exactly. So those are 2 players. If they left that team, I can see them having good careers. But they're all the Timbers, so you're going to struggle.
Yep.
Follow-up question rejoinder. Would the Sounders fans accept him if he became a Sounder?
Yeah.
No.
Which one, Mwanga or Nagy?
Nagy, no.
Absolutely.
Nagy?
No.
I would be happy to have Nagy.
We can't have Timber ever.
I would be happy to
Depends on
have
how many goals he scores.
I would think of him from Akron and forget about Portland.
Exactly.
Yep. Mwanga, however, Mwanga's got deep ties to Portland. I have a hard time forgetting about that.
Okay.
And all right, either leave him because Caleb Porter coming in.
Yeah,
he's gonna,
no way.
He's going to call that in.
Good
I have one more prediction.
Okay.
Timber Joey is going to wake up drunk in the dumpster outside of Southwest.
So it's going to be a Monday. Typical Monday.
Will the Timbers cover it up or will it be reported?
Can we actually bring up what happened today?
But this time it will be
The shitty fucking feed we had today?
So
you might have somebody else's puke on him this time.
So I want to actually bring up today, if anybody's actually read Twitter or has any input to this, today the Sounders front office released the 76 tickets. To
No, hold on. This is a Friday night conversation.
No, it's not.
It is. Yeah. We can talk about it now too, but it's Friday night.
Okay. So we're going to go into what's your appetite. So first topic on Friday night is going to be the 76 ticket allocation.
No, I agree. I think it's interesting that they did it. They chose to do it this way. It looks like at the end of the day things have changed again, and they're not going to be there.
Well,
I don't know for sure though. It's hard to say.
Let's see where it develops.
Yes.
Because this was something that came out today.
Yes, it was.
It was something.
Keep in mind for Friday.
Yeah, it was. We're at the end of our time limit here. We have to go in about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, gone. No.
Actually, we're still very dark in the
I know we are. But Kyle, any last thoughts?
We could go for hours.
Thank you to Justin for coming on. Really appreciate your time. Thank you guys for coming in.
The future, the cheeky Backheel.
Charles.
As always, thanks for having us. Thanks for the synergy that we have between Cheeky Backheel and you guys.
Yep.
Yes. Appreciate your guys' show just as you guys are.
Even though it was kind of a shit show today for real, because we had some problems with the feed. So the recording is going to be much better tonight.
Yeah. The recording's going to have issues.
Good to know.
Stellar.
Rick?
Are you going to be live or nothing?
No, you actually got a better show live.
Actually, go Sounders go!
Go Sounders go!
Go!
Adam?
Oh, God.
Always carry weapons because always carry cash.
I think we can all put
By the way, if you see
Yeah.
him in person, don't do that to him.
Don't use that.
No.
I will give you $1. No, I'm kidding.
Whiskey,
$2.
No, it's...
beer, whiskey. Thank you guys for having us. Really appreciate it.
Always welcome. Always welcome.
GBackheel.com.
We'll Twitter it out.
I just want to thank everybody who stuck through this. We know it was difficult. We appreciate you hanging in there. The recording will be a lot better, so
Watch it again.
Watch on iTunes.
I'll be on it tonight. Thank you all very much. Thank you, everybody. Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
David Thorson, lighting.
David, thank you.
He doesn't want to be associated with the shit show at this point, but
we will never hear OC's behind.
Thank you for the lighting.
Yes.
Does he get it?
He doesn't.
Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. Wrong, sir, wrong. You lose a contract signed by him. You get washed. You get sterilized. You get nothing. Good day. You lose. Wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You get wrong, sir, wrong. I said wrong, sir, wrong. You lose. Black and white, black and white. Oh, there. Black and white, black and white. Oh, there. Black and white, black and white. Oh, there. Clear as crystal. You lose. Good day, good day. Nothing. You lose. Get good day, good day. Nothing. You lose. Get good day, good day. Nothing. You lose. Get good day, good day. Nothing. You lose. You get nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing. Clear as crystal. You lose. Black and white, black and white. Oh, there. Black and white, black and white. Oh, there. Black and white, black and white. Oh, there. Clear as crystal. You lose. Fax mentis incendium gloria culpa memo bis punitor della etc. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a cheat. Wrong, sir. Wrong. You're a swindler. Wrong, sir. Wrong. And you're a nuts. Good day, good day. Nothing. You lose. Get 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 37 beep if I almost had a copy. 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 You stole nothing. You what? You stole nothing. You what? You stole nothing. You what? Chocolate? Wrong. You lose. Black and white, black and white. Oh, there. 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 Mr. Luca? I said. Mr. Luca? Mr. Luca? I said. Mr. Luca? Mr. Luca? I said. Mr. Luca? I said.